I'm wearing Procaz in Philly, and I'm ordering crazy Procaz. Like, they wasn't even in the United States for a long time. I run into the people at the Magic show. So the people that just, own Sneaker Villa introduced them to me, and they was like, yo, this the dude that been buying all the Procaz who got it popping in Philly like that.
Right.
They wanted to endorse me. But me, being a team player, I take it back to Dane, like, why let them pay me some money just to wear the sneak? Right. If I got state property, let's cross-market it. And they was giving me 50% of the profit of every Procaz that was sold that had state property on it.
Yeah.
And I still broke down my 50% profit of state property with
Damon.
The other 5 companies. You know what I mean? I gave away 20% of that. So what Damon did, and I didn't know, him and a licensee who licensed Rockaware, 3 months later went behind my back and obtained the license to the company who was licensing the Procaz.
Wow.
And stopped making the state property Procaz because he had to pay me the bread. And if you can look at this accurate, the state property Procaz was stopped because he had to pay me that money. It was all geared towards Rockaware. He started making all Rockaware stuff. So everything at the Rockefeller situation was smoke and mirrors.
Yeah.
Even at the, I said it, no name, no blame, because I ain't want to put it out there, but you co-signed it.
No, I did.
I'm sitting in the jail, you know what I mean? You co-signed it, and I said no name, and I had this conversation with Jay when I got out. I talked to you, you know what I mean? If I was to speak on the check,
now
we ain't gonna say that number because I don't want nobody to look at me like I'm crazy.
Let me ask this question.
It was at least 800,000.
You guys, before you said you guys are seeing each other.
With the heat that was around him at that point, I tell you what I paid for Maldi. That was at least 800,000.
Wow.
At that point. So there's no way that he wouldn't have got that. Like when he said chill, I'm telling you, I said it earlier. I thought that they felt like he would be losing something to me when they wouldn't do the deal, because I said, it makes sense right now. I could sell this right now.
Right.
Like, and I get him out and go right away with the actual music. And I was more aware of things at that point because I was going to the joint that he was in.
Right. That's why I wanted to answer the least of my question. Yeah. You hearing or seeing Fifth coming to see his uncle, like not getting the same thing from your guy. Talk to him a little bit about that.
First of all, like, I didn't even know. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna say his name, you know what I mean? I didn't even know it was 50 Uncle. I'm walking the yard with him. You know what I mean? Because he took a liking to me just on how I came into the jail and how, how I conducted myself and, and just being in the jail, like, you know what I mean? I'm Beanie Sigel. And it was just like another dude coming through. I wasn't Beanie Sigel. I was 57613-066. Right. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't, all that was out the door when I walked in the gate. So, you know what I mean? So the way I conducted myself in the prison, he was like, and he, we walked, we talked to trash. I didn't even know it was his uncle till probably like after the second time I got out the hole. And my man that used to work out with his uncle was like, yo, that's 50 Uncle. So when I'm sitting on my visits, you know what I mean, they ain't come up, you know what I mean, but I know what his reasons is coming up for. So it's like I'm sitting there and it's like...
He shifted because his business with Jay was changing. Things was the next best option.
You know what I mean? So let's not get that. Like, and people would say like, oh, damn, stuck by here, real dude, he supportive. No. If you can't have Jay-Z, no disrespect to none of the other artists that was on Rockefeller, who's the next best thing to have?
Beanie Sigel.
So all that other stuff was coming towards the end when they knew it was over. Like, he knew it was over before it really actually went over.
Yeah.
4 years before it actually knew, like, when it went down.
It was
like
gradual, but like, to the public, it looked like an abrupt change.
No, it wasn't abrupt, but he knew it had been over.
Yeah.
Just like with the move, with people like Jay supported them. He brought Beyonce to his court date. Did he bring Beyonce to my court date to support me? Or because Dane was bad-mouthing him in the media saying, well, I don't know where Jay at. I'm here every day supporting my man.
You were telling me something in the hallway about Jay-Z coming to court and the court's asking him would he take responsibility. Get into that really quick.
All right, when
I you weigh in on this if you can fit.
My gripe about that was when I first, you know what I mean, Jay-Z came to be like as a character witness. the judge asked Jay-Z just to see what type of character, you know what I mean? This is a guy who's worth, you know what I mean, hundreds of millions of dollars. Right. So she just was sitting there like, yo, like, cause she couldn't believe like this, like she don't know who Jay-Z is, or maybe she did, I don't know. Like, and they painted the picture of who he was before they even asked him a question. Right. So when he got on the stand, he spoke, you know, good things about me. I'm an incredible artist, I'm this, I'm that, and that. So she said, so if I was to release him today to continue to go on the Rock the Mic tour that we was on, you know what I mean, together, and let's get to that, man, we'll get to that later, but she asked him, if I release him today, let's just say I release him today to continue to go on tour, would you be willing to be responsible for his whereabouts? Would you be willing to be? And it was silence in the courtroom, and then you heard, you know how Jay talk, no. And the judge had to ask him again, excuse me, I didn't hear that. Because the stenographer got to write everything down. This public record. You'd only going to cost you $20-something to go search it. And he said, no. Wow. And when he said that, I looked at, like, that's when my relationship with Jay was tainted right there. Like, this ain't a money issue or nothing like that. Like, no. Like, so everything that you just told this lady that you thought I was, like, it meant nothing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, no.
You know, at that point, for me, it would have felt like...
And they took me back into a little 5x8 cell in the hole, like...
He was down with Jay, but Jay never was down
really was down with me. Mm-hmm. So that's my thing. And what brought this out was the Blueprint 3 album. When Jay-Z, all right, when you get that comfortable, all right, let's take me out of it.
Right.
Dame, Biggs, they a man from day one. Whatever y'all went through, if Dame was messing up the money, y'all should have been able to straighten that out.
Right.
All right, so whatever the gripe was, whatever it was, whatever you wanted to do, you took everything from him already. You took the clothing line from him. You took the record label from him. You took everything. He has nothing now. Now he's going through financial difficulties and everything. Then he loses his wife. He get a divorce. You feel that comfortable in your record to say, Lucky Lefty, by the way, kiss the wife goodnight for me. Oh. Like, you already killed the man. He's dead already. So now you're going to stand over top of him and
spit on
urinate on him and stomp him and do, like, you that comfortable, dude? You can do that? Yeah. I got something to say about that. Because now I'm tired of, now it's not holding all the things, you know what I mean, in. We had the, number one, I don't even know how we did the Rock the Mic tour thing, and he got with you, because he was ending the joint, and I don't know what the situation, but, and Jay came up with the idea of Rock the Mic tour because me and Freeway had the poppin' record at that time, Rock the Mic. But he got paid for the tour. Like, see, when you, like, people got to understand that you got Chris and Neef, who had 2 poppin' records. They had a record that was #1 record, Can't Stop, Don't Stop, in the country. They got nominated for a Grammy Award. You know what I mean? And you paying them to go on tour $1,250. Not a piece.
Then they have to split.
They splitting it. That's per diem. This is true. Search it. If not, show the checks that where you pay them at.
We gotta go. We gotta
show the
get
checks.
Out of here. 50. Beans hold.
He is a crumb.
We will be back with you.
I'm gonna put my foot on his neck until he responds. Please make a record, cause the week been out, dog. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm taking out nothing from Jay-Z as an artist. He ain't no walk in the park as an artist. Don't get me wrong. He ain't no walk in the park. All I'm saying is I don't got a job to keep up to him.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
50, before I self-destruct in stores,
November 16th.
November 16th. The movie.
It's done. It'll be within the actual album packaging. November
Watch what
16th.
I do next.
And Beans is coming
to G Unit.
Oh, right.
And hold on, before we go, let's make it official. Uncle O brokered this deal. Don't go nowhere. We're not going to commercial until y'all say I brokered this deal. You know, say it. Uncle O brokered it. Say it. Somebody say it. I need per deal. I need royalties. I need you all 50, but I need that to myself.
You gotta split it with my people.
I want to Jay-Z. Oh, okay. Let me try to go home, buddy. It's the Hot Spot 50. Thank you, man. We love you, brother. Seriously, biggest thank you. We love you.